Sister Wives Janelle Brown says ex-Kody Brown can't afford to buy her out of Coyote Pass. And Home Sweet Home Tour, Sister Wives, stars Kody, Robyn, Meri and Janelle Brown's former Coyote Pass property. I will explain everything. Watch this video until end. Hey lovely viewers. Welcome to my 2S Gossip channel. Sister Wives star Janelle Brown got real about her ex-husband Kody Brown's finances. The TLC personality, 55, discussed her future plans to buy property in North Carolina with her former sister wife, Christine Brown, in a teaser for the Sunday, November 24 episode, shared by E! News. Christine, 52, questioned Janelle if she had to sell properties in order to gather the funds to make the big land purchase, to which Janelle replied that she didn't know. When we first signed the paperwork for Coyote Pass, I read that it would be a big balloon payment at the end, Christine explained in a private confessional. They have to pay it off in the end. They have to pay it off in the next couple of months, and if they don't do that, they lose it all. Can you imagine? That's stressful. Janelle told Christine that Kody, 55, said he would have the money when it was due in 2 months. That's what he says, and I told him I want him to buy me out, and he's like, I don't have the money, and I'm like, okay, she explained. In a private confessional, Janelle said she's kept her lips sealed when it comes to telling her ex about her plans to move to another state. Okay, I haven't said anything to him about North Carolina. I don't really feel the need to share that with him. He's not gonna be part of that life. In 2018, while Kody was still married to Janelle, Christine, Meri Brown and Robyn Brown, the Brown family purchased the Coyote Pass property for $820,000. They initially planned to build a single large home for the entire polygamous family. However, the wives quickly rejected that idea, and it was decided instead that each woman would have her own house for herself and her children. Several reasons kept the Brown family from breaking ground on the property, including disagreements on how the polygamous family would handle the COVID-19 pandemic in 2020. Relationships between some of the family members became particularly tense when it was discovered that Robyn and Kody had been allowing a nanny into their home to help with the kids. The splits of Christine, Janelle, and Meri, 53, from Kody caused further delays with the Coyote Pass project. After Christine ended her marriage with Kody in November 2021, she sold her share of the property to him and Robyn for just $10 in July 2022. A year later, Janelle followed suit, and she and Kody settled her share of Coyote Pass for $340,000, according to the deed of release and full reconveyance obtained by In Touch at the time. During the November 9 episode, Janelle urged Meri to fight for what she was entitled to at Coyote Pass. I'm going to suggest to you that you protect your interest in it as far as what you're entitled to. A quarter of it, Janelle advised Meri when discussing the 4 adjacent plots. Although Meri didn't feel protection was necessary, asking, don't you think that we have each other's backs? While Janelle responded, no, I really don't. I will watch out for you, but I just want to make sure. Meri, this is really your entire estate. I'm just telling you that. You should be aware of what's going on, Janelle promised. I would just make sure that what you're getting is fair. It's been years since Sister Wives star Kody Brown made the decision to uproot his polygamous family from their 4 homes on a cul-de-sac in Las Vegas to Flagstaff, Arizona. The main idea was to find a forever home base for Kody and his 4 wives at the time, Meri Brown, Janelle Brown, Christine Brown and Robyn Brown. The family was faced with several obstacles as soon as they settled down in Arizona, though. Although Kody's original plan was to buy one large property to build one large home for his family, he was met with resistance by his former wives. Instead, Kody agreed to divide the land into 4 plots to a separate house for each wife on the Coyote Pass property. Unfortunately, the plans took a turn after 3 of Kody's wives, Christine, Janelle, and Meri, left him and moved into their own homes away from the property. Before they could start building on Coyote Pass, the Brown family needed to divide the land into plots. This map of tentative arrangements was revealed during season 16, before Christine and Kody split. Kody also brought up the idea of dividing the plots into 5 and building a 5th house for himself where the family could hold gatherings and lodge out-of-town guests like their older children. The reason why Kody chose to move from Las Vegas to Flagstaff was for a change of pace. "It's green, there's 4 seasons," Christine said in August 2018. "It's a little bit smaller, quite a bit smaller than Las Vegas," Robyn added. "There's mountains, we'll be living at 7,000 feet elevation," Kody explained. "Small town, quiet, beautiful college." As to why the family decided to move, Robyn explained, "We're moving because we want kind of a slower lifestyle. We want some water." Kody parked his car in the plot that was designated for Christine to give her an idea of what her view would be like from her front porch during a season 16 episode. "The land seems quiet and serene." The main selling point for the Brown family was that Coyote Pass featured a breathtaking view of the nearby mountains. The land also featured mostly flat terrain bordered by trees. The trees get a little denser further back on the property, providing shade and possible walking trails. The flat terrain is an ideal spot for building new homes. The Brown family spent lots of time on their Coyote Pass property to get fresh air while social distancing amid the coronavirus pandemic. The Browns had plenty of room for their polygamous family on Coyote Pass. Cameras showed Kody's view of driving down the road to his land on season 16. The skyline was not interrupted by any tall or nearby buildings. The lush green trees and hills give the property a pop of color. While the Browns will have neighbors, there will be ample distance between them and their fellow Flagstaff residents. In 2020, it seemed like the Browns were getting to work uprooting and removing several trees from the plots so they could start the building process. The Browns faced delays in building their homes on Coyote Pass for several reasons. Their 4 Las Vegas homes took longer than expected to sell. The coronavirus pandemic put a halt on things in March 2020 and they could not agree on how to divide the land into plots. The biggest blow came in 2021 when Christine and Kody split after more than 25 years of spiritual marriage. The Browns set up several picnic tables on their property so they could spend time there even though they hadn't broken ground yet. On August 9, 2022, In Touch confirmed that Christine gave back her portion of Coyote Pass land following her divorce from Kody. She sold the property for $10 to her ex-husband and sister-wife Robyn. The restructuring of the polygamous family as they adjusted from 4 sister wives to 3 sister wives meant that they had to further delay their building plans on Coyote Pass while they figured out how to divide their land into just 4 plots instead of 5. In August 2022, In Touch confirmed that there were still no building permits filed on the property. After Janelle and Meri's splits from the polygamous family, their future with Coyote Pass remained uncertain. Janelle and Kody paid off her share of Coyote Pass for $340,000 in 2022, according to the deed of release and full reconveyance viewed by In Touch at the time. Kody and Robyn had the reins on the property and Meri believed she was in good hands. "I don't think there's any need for protection," Meri said during the November 10, 2024, episode. "Don't you think that we have each other's backs as far as that goes?" Janelle wasn't so sure, replying, "I don't necessarily believe that." Janelle also gave Meri advice on what to do regarding her share of the property. "I'm going to suggest to you that you protect your interest in it as far as what you're entitled to, a quarter of it," Janelle explained. "I will watch out for you, but I just want to make sure, Meri, this is really your entire estate. I'm just telling you that you should be aware of what's going on. I would just make sure that what you're getting is fair." Kody Brown is brought to tears as he says goodbye to Meri Brown, marking the end of their long and complicated relationship in the latest Sister Wives episode, The End of an Era. In Sunday's upcoming episode, viewers will witness the emotional fallout as Kody drops Meri off at her new home in Utah. After years of ups and downs in their marriage, Meri reflects on the significance of this moment in a heartfelt confessional. "I'm done in Flagstaff. My marriage with him is done. I'm starting this new life," she says, embracing the fresh start as a pivotal step in her journey. Earlier in the season, Meri shared her decision to seek permission from her church to divorce Kody. With their marriage now permanently terminated, her move to Utah symbolizes the beginning of a new chapter. An emotional goodbye. As Kody prepares to leave Meri's new home, he takes a deep breath, visibly grappling with the weight of the moment. "Meri, it's the end of an era," he tells her. Meri agrees, and the two share a heartfelt hug. Kody, struggling to hold back tears, says, "It was a great run, but I'm not going to let it get me down." Meri, who has often seen Kody as emotionally distant, is surprised by his reaction. "It always blows me away that you get emotional like this. I just don't understand," she says. Kody attempts to explain, reflecting on the good times they shared. "It's just, I'm looking at my life and it feels, not turned upside down. It feels like, we had something," he says. Meri agrees, adding, "We had something really good." Kody's emotional breakdown underscores the profound changes he's experienced in the past few years. At one point, he was married to 4 women, navigating the complexities of plural marriage. However, his family dynamic has drastically shifted. Christine Brown announced her departure from the plural marriage in 2021, followed by Janelle Brown's separation the next year. Now, with Meri's move to Utah and their marriage officially over, Kody is only married to Robyn Brown, his 4th wife. Reflecting on his shifting family, Kody admits, "It's the weirdest thing and heartbreaking to see my marriages fall apart." Moving forward, despite the pain, Kody and Meri appear to part on amicable terms. Kody expresses gratitude for their ability to remain friends, saying, "I'm glad you and I got that figured out. I'm glad that we're able to be friends. I'm glad that you're my favorite ex-wife." Meri's departure signifies more than just the end of her marriage, it's the culmination of years of personal growth and acceptance. As she starts a new life in Utah, Sister Wives fans are left to wonder how the Browns will continue to navigate their ever-changing relationships. With Kody's plural marriage now almost entirely dissolved, viewers are eager to see what lies ahead for the Brown family. Will Kody and Meri's friendship endure? How will the changes impact the dynamic between Kody and Robyn? As season 19 continues, Sister Wives promises to delve deeper into the family's shifting dynamics, offering fans a front row seat to one of reality TV's most complex stories. Kody Brown welcomed a new granddaughter into the world recently. Fans of Sister Wives couldn't help but wonder what he was thinking. Fortunately, the TLC father did join other members of the Brown family in reacting to the birth of his new granddaughter. While it wasn't a huge reaction, fans were happy to see some form of love and support from him. The Sister Wives father often gets dragged as distant and uncaring. Kody Brown catches a lot of heat for not being as involved as he should be. Sister Wives fans are constantly accusing him of forcing his wives into the role of caring for the children while he jumps from household to household as he sees fit. When his daughter, whom he shares with Christine, Ysabel, underwent surgery for scoliosis, Kody Brown was crucified for not being there. Many Sister Wives fans argued he should have been by his wife and daughter's side. They further speculated, he was likely shacked up with his favorite wife, Robyn, instead. He's mostly inactive on social media. Kody Brown has an Instagram account, but he barely uses it. The last time he posted something on his profile was 39 weeks ago. This, however, doesn't mean he doesn't use his account to browse the social media platform. In fact, the Sister Wives father did react to Tony Paedon's Instagram post welcoming his baby girl into the world. Just before lunchtime, Tony shared an adorable photo of his very alert baby girl on Instagram. He penned in the caption of the sweet post, "My amazing family just got A+1. Baby Avalon Asa Paedon is here. God, we love her. We had an amazing home birth. Everyone is looking healthy. Thank you for the prayers and good thoughts, everyone." His post also contained a gorgeous photo of his wife Mykelti Paedon cradling their baby girl after a successful home birth. The post accumulated just under 3,700 likes on Instagram. Among those 3,700 likes included one from none other than Kody Brown himself. This action alone is something that would have taken many Sister Wives fans by surprise, as he just isn't known to spend any time on social media. Now, Kody is known to be a little more active on Twitter. Though, most of his activity stems directly from promoting their TLC series. So, it was a little surprising to see Kody congratulate his daughter Mykelti and her husband, Tony, on their sweet baby girl hopes for another baby. Fans already saw that discussion when the family met up with the Dargles. However, the discussion about babies carried on in the upcoming episode on TLC and Discovery Plus. Kody Brown, 52 years old now, and Robyn, 10 years younger, both view the subject from different angles. However, is it a safe option at Robyn's age? Sister Wives teaser shows Kody loves kids but he's not sure about more babies. Robyn Brown already gave birth to 4-year-old Ariella. Plus, they raised Solomon, and Kody adopted Robyn kids, Dayton, Aurora, and Brianna. Dayton, at 21, certainly isn't the oldest child in the family. Logan is 26 and engaged. Meanwhile, other adult kids already produced grandchildren for Kody. Axel, Maddie Brush's son, now has a little sister, Evie K. And this week, his other daughter, Mykelti, announced the arrival of her baby. So does Kody really want more babies in his immediate day-to-day life? Actually, it's one thing being a grandpa and a totally different thing being a dad to an infant. In the Sister Wives teaser that People magazine carried, Kody talks about his daughter Ariella. It turns out that at the age of 4, she still won't sleep properly. Ariella staying up late and buzzing around drives Kody crazy. In fact, he describes her nocturnal activities as literally giving him a hard time keeping his head from wobbling. Certainly, it seems that he suffers from a lot of sleep deprivation. While he loves all his kids, the charms of diapers, crying babies, weaning, and hyperactivity seem less appealing at his age. Robyn Brown puts no limit on the number of babies she produces. The Sister Wives teaser reveals that Robyn never thought of not breeding more babies. Additionally, she claims she wants as many as possible. However, fans might wonder how safe a pregnancy might be for the aging wife. Sometimes, Robyn looked her due to the fact cameras were rolling. They also added that they doubted Ariella had been yelled at much by her parents, but since she is getting older, he may not hold back much longer. Ultimately, I think that face crack when she hit the truck shows how Kody treated all of his kids, spare Robyn's oldest, from the ages of 10 and up. He wanted to yell and freak her out and make her feel bad and afraid. All on Kody. Many Sister Wives fans blamed Kody Brown for even giving Ariella a metal shovel in the first place. They questioned what he thought would happen if she was playing around with it. More so, how did he think his truck would get out completely unscathed? It was his own stinking fault. Who gives a 7-year-old rambunctious child a metal shovel? He should have given her a broom. They have plastic shovels for snow, so if this family activity is going to be a frequent thing, he may want different equipment. There was also the belief that Ari is going to be wild, therefore proper accommodations are needed. I think Ari is going to be the wild child. She was raised with no limits and boundaries. They didn't even have her go to bed on a schedule. She got to stay up as late as she wanted. Let's see how Kody treats her. I think she is going to be the sassiest and wildest of them all. She will test him, and he doesn't like that. If she questions him at all, he will turn on her. Fans may recall how she openly said that she hated Christine Brown Woolley for leaving her father. Therefore, she is going to be a force to be reckoned with. Sister Wives Janelle Brown stays clear of all of the drama around her. Occasionally, the TLC star will share rare glimpses into her life. And each time, her fans take notice. So while she doesn't have drama to fill her social media timelines, it seems that she takes to educating her fans about skin cancer and updating them about the weather. Keep reading to find out why Janelle doesn't do daylight saving. Sister Wives Janelle Brown doesn't have daylight saving time. The answer to why Sister Wives Janelle Brown doesn't do daylight saving is super simple. Janelle Brown doesn't do daylight saving because Arizona doesn't do daylight saving. AZ Central provides a reason. Being a desert state with a surplus of sun in the summer, Arizona doesn't practice the twice-yearly ritual of turning our clocks forwards or back to adjust how much daylight we get. On Twitter, Janelle Brown explains how she feels about not doing daylight saving time. She writes, "In Arizona, we don't have daylight savings. First and foremost, Janelle wants her followers to know that she loves not having to do that sleep adjustment 2x a year. But not doing the adjustment isn't without its struggles. Next, Janelle explains how not doing daylight saving time makes things difficult for her and her family. She goes on to write, "However, it does affect how my time zone links up with my kids." She concludes that sentence with a smiley face. This is assumably to let her followers know that even with a slight inconvenience, she's making the best of it. Where are Janelle's older kids? Janelle elaborates some more. She writes, "Half the year I line up with Logan and I'm 3 hours behind Maddie and Hunter. It messes with my calendar too. From the looks of it, Logan recently graduated from the University of Nevada, Las Vegas with a Master of Business Administration degree. Meri Brown married Caleb Brush. The couple lives in Greenville, North Carolina with her there. 2 children, Axel and Evie. And it looks like Hunter is off to get his master's degree in nursing from Johns Hopkins University in Baltimore, Maryland." Fans take to the comments to share their thoughts about daylight saving time with sister wives Janelle Brown. Many of them mirror the sentiment that they're jealous that Janelle doesn't have daylight saving time. One fan even shares that there was a vote in Florida to do away with it, but somehow politicians were able to override the vote. Fridays with Friends reveals a very different Meri Brown from what fans see on TLC's Sister Wives. Fans become so used to Meri crying and Kody being nasty as well. And it's rather refreshing to see her being kept real and focused on the lighter things in life. And a lot of laughs come as she and her friends banter live on Instagram. This week, Meri shared it on her main Instagram. But you can see the live on Fridays at 7 or 8 p.m. Fridays with Friends covers a range of easy conversation. On Sister Wives, a gloomy scenario plays out as Kody and Meri Brown bicker or disagree. Clearly, their marriage became loveless. And fans become irritated because Meri stays with him. But she seems determined to live with all the unhappiness. We reported that fans see every few highs and mostly lows in their relationship. The estranged couple causes a lot of speculation about them. Actually, the whole show seems way too depressing these days. Chatting with her bestie that she met in Las Vegas, they held 4 episodes of Fridays with Friends. Fans always hoped for a spin-off of Meri Brown. And this is probably better. There are no camera crews around. There's no scripting. Just 2 good friends discussing everything on the planet. From food like peanut butter and lettuce sandwiches to reality TV shows, and more, it's non-stop laughs. Occasionally, they mention the other wives in the family. But it's not about them. It's about Meri, being Meri and enjoying herself. Both women try and interact in the chat when they go live on Fridays with Friends. But it's way popular already. So, they can't possibly answer all the questions. Nevertheless, their banter seems totally amusing. And as Meri said, they see 2 friends in real life. Wait for the ride and just sit back enjoy. There are very few if no promos at all, which seems very refreshing. Meri goes to Jen if she has questions and often, she helps her with quick links to info. Clearly, these 2 women really love each other. In the comments section this week, fans commented on much they enjoy Fridays with Friends. One of them said, "You are hilarious, I love watching." Then another one commented, "I laughed so freaking loudly." Someone said, "I love your energy." One of them who missed this week's live said, "Oh drat, I missed the Friday night live." So hopefully, Meri shares it to her main Instagram page more often. Sister Wives on TLC showcases a divided and unhappy family as Kody's wives seem rebellious against his wishes. And it gives him a headache when it comes to raising the kids. In a way, it seems that the wives become emancipated and no longer just pander to his every whim. In the good old days, it seems that whatever he said happened. This isn't the case in the more recent seasons of the polygamous show. Sister Wives, rebellious women and a large family of kids for Kody. We reported that Kody Brown raised a lot of kids. Fortunately, a lot of them left home already. These include Meri's child Mariah. Then Janelle's kids, Logan, Garrison, Maddie, and Hunter moved out of the house. Meanwhile, Christine's kids, Aspyn, Mykelti, and Paedon left home. Nevertheless, that still leaves a lot of kids living in the various homes in Flagstaff. These include sister wives Robyn's kids, Paedon, Aurora, Brenna, Solomon, and Ariella. Christine's kids still at home include Ysabel, Gwendlyn, and Truely. Janelle's children still in her home include Gabriel and Savanah. And Kody complains those 10 kids raised in different homes become something of a headache because of his rebellious wives. Speaking with US Weekly, Kody complained that in his church, each wife has to conform to my rules in a home and a household. Well, it looks like the sister wives women don't listen to him these days and toss the rules out the window. He went on and said that, each mother sort of has her own rules. And that is probably one of my biggest struggles. In fact, he described it as the bane of his life. Actually, that might also explain why the wives seem happy living in their own homes rather than in his big mansion. Of all the sister wives, Christine seems the most vocal about him visiting her at all. We noted that she believes that it seems less complicated living separately. And in fact, Kody throws out her schedules when he comes over and stays. Now, it looks like Kody disagrees with how the different moms discipline and raise their kids. And he sounds powerless to change it in the face of rebellious wives who ignore him. Screen time problems. One of the biggest issues that the sister wives patriarch faces involves screen time. He said, the screen time is managed differently by every mother, in every household. Clearly, Kody wants each home to set the same rules for the kids. His critics might rather like the idea of him struggling to remember each rule in each different home. After all, he opted to take on more than one wife. And a lot of fans like that the women seemingly stand up to him and his rules these days. Consequently, someone in his own family proves Kody wrong when it comes to the "every polygamist man" statement. Moving forward, Kody shares a story of how his brother says he's never thought about being monogamist. Notably, Kody chalks this up to his brother being a Dudley Do-Right. Ultimately, Kody seems to rationalize this difference with the fact that he's on television. I'm the guy that sits here and watches myself and questions everything I've done in my life. Next, the interview moves on to Meri Brown. She talks to Garibaldi about conversations she and Kody had almost 31 years ago before getting married. The topic of conversation was monogamy. Meri says, "We knew we were totally all for it. This may be shocking to some viewers, but Robyn Brown shares that she grew up in the faith. Interestingly enough, Robyn shares that she chose this when she was a young adult. She elaborates with, even though I was raised in it, I chose it." Robyn also explains that she's had other marriage proposals that she had to turn down because they weren't interested in plural marriage or exploring Robyn's religion. Janelle doesn't hold anything back when she answers the question. "Sometimes if Kody's here for too many days, I'm kinda like, oh my word, you're a lot of work," says Kody's third wife. "Over the decades that we've been married, I've just kind of gotten used to having my independence, my autonomy," shares Janelle with a smile. Janelle goes on to explain that the plural marriage dynamic is beneficial. She reminisces that it was especially beneficial when her kids were younger and she was working. "We just worked together as a family. I think it benefited the kids. Having a village that raised them essentially. Ultimately," Janelle shares, "it worked for me and my personality." Lastly, Garibaldi asks Christine Brown her thoughts on monogamy. Christine simply says, "That sounds like a lot of work." Additionally, Christine shares that she's never been a monogamist. Furthermore, she says that it is beyond her understanding to have a guy around every night. The third wife goes on to share some of the positives of being the third wife. She shares that she's always had her independence since she is the third wife. Additionally, she loves the freedom she has. However, Christine also shares that she feels really bad when she says things like that. Thanks for watching this video. What do you think about this video? Told on comment box and subscribe our channel.